Hello everyone, Namaste. I am Ramnath who would like to present you the series on key learnings from chip development. This is part 7. This is on synthesis of RTL design. This is a continuation of the earlier part 6. So in this introduction to synthesis is covered, and here different facets of synthesis in our day-to-day life is also covered, and we will also briefly discuss on the RTL synthesis and its inputs. Feel free to refer to the references for more details, and you can find many of the related topics on this in the internet. Thanks for learning along with me. Feel free to give your suggestions. Thank you. Let us understand synthesis meaning and from where it has come, and how synthesis word plays different roles in the daily life. So this synthesis word shown here is a Greek word which means putting together. Okay, so here if you observe, there are many elements shown here, item 1, item 2, like that, and in the synthesis engine it will combine these items in different parts, and then it will create a better system, better item. As you also observe, usually this better item which is created will have more value than any of the individual items. So let us go little bit more deeper into this synthesis concept. Synthesis is mainly to achieve a higher level truth. So this is commonly used in science and philosophy as well. In the day-to-day life, we have also come across many a times this photosynthesis, which is used mainly in the plants. Okay. Aside to that, synthesis is also used in human existence. So, and in the human existence, uh, as per Bhagavad Gita, which has the roots from Vedanta and Upanishads, it represents synthesis of Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga to offer holistic path toward spiritual realization. So let us also consider this synthesis of dance. So this is also one more facets of synthesis. So here different emotions in life are combined. Okay, so music, emotions, and frame of mind, all these things are combined to give a new perspective of representation. Aside to that, it also uh, uh, has one more place where it has a role is sound synthesis. So you might have known that Fourier synthesis we have read in engineering courses. So there also it combines different signals, and it will make a better signal or a useful or melodious signal. So this is how the frequency synthesizer played a big role in music industry and in different art forms again. Okay, in cultural activities. So aside to these regular ones, let us discuss more on the RTL synthesis in the further slides. So here in this RTL synthesis, which is where the different components related to RTL and technology data and design constraints will be combined, and a new gate level design will be generated. That we will know more in detail. Most of us know through popular movies such as Jurassic Park and several books related to the extinction of dinosaurs. We know that an asteroid around 10 kilometers in diameter slammed into a peninsula in Mexico around 66 million years ago and devastated the dinosaurs. However, um, this asteroid also reset the marine life in the oceans. That is also one very key important item, because the cloud of dust which got created during that time blocked the sunlight, which is the main essence for the photosynthesis. So it is not just the dinosaurs which got killed. It is not just that alone. So even the marine life got affected. So it is very key that how the marine life after some time. It is definitely not in few years. It is more than million years, few million years. The whole marine life got back into action, and further later even the it led to the evolution of animals on the earth. So this is the one fundamental thing which basically reignited and restarted the evolution of life. So as part of it, it is not just the one famous 66 million years ago is not the only event happened. There is one more event happened, actually five events. Out of that, 250 million years ago, uh, similar destruction happened, which is the most severe extinction in the Earth's history, and it actually wiped out 90 to 96% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. So that is the huge destruction, and afterwards, life got back, life got recovered. So, of course, it again is after a few million years. So, here we will figure out how photosynthesis played a key role in bringing back life back into the ocean and on the earth. When the marine life in the ocean got completely wiped out, only few survivors remained. Some of them are phytoplankton, some of them like of their species like cocolith, those have revived the life cycle by going through the photosynthesis, where, as you guys know, the carbon dioxide, water combining with light energy, they created the oxygen. Aside to that, glucose is also created. That is for the phytoplankton. Oxygen is the byproduct. So this oxygen slowly got accumulated in the ocean and got released from the ocean. So part of it is consumed. So which facilitated other marine animals start building. So that is how phytoplankton, which means phyto means plant like and plankton means free floating. So they used photosynthesis, means photo means light. Okay, so that is how it combined different elements like this and the sun's energy and then created a new product. This is the new product. This new product changed the entire life cycle. That is how marine life improved. Further, the oxygen went to the earth. There also the terrestrial elements, animals got revived. So that is how the this is photosynthesis is the key for evolution. Okay, and as you know, uh, this is a complex food web, and as you know here, different in, marine life got depended on photoplankton, phytoplankton, and further evolution slowly happened. So this phytoplankton generates about half the atmospheric oxygen even now, combined to all the plant life. So even now it generates the uh, major portion of the oxygen. In sound synthesis, individual sound waves uh, shown here with different colors are combined to form a new signal here. This is shown in the time domain. Same thing when formed in the frequency domain, this is shown. So this we have studied in the engineering um, courses as part of the Fourier transformation or Fourier synthesis. So these different signals which form into a new signal, so if it is melodious to the human, then it is called music. Of course, the sound which is melodious to one may not be melodious to the other, then it's called a noise. But however, the combining of different sound signals, such as in this manner, this is combined in as part of the frequency synthesizer. So three different elements are combined. They will form a new signal, and this one is shown here. So this became the backbone of music industry, and in films and all, many cultural programs and all, this frequency synthesizer plays a vital role in many cultures. So music is an integral part of human life. So synthesizers of sound also is playing a major role. Synthesis is also used in music industry as part of sound synthesis. Here, different signals are combined. So, if you see, there are different frequency signals shown in multiple colors, and in the time domain, the resulting signal is shown here in blue. Similarly, in the frequency domain, the resultant is shown. So the combined waveform looks like this in different domains. So thus, in the sound industry, music industry, I mean, so this signal they can create it as a melodious one, or in sometimes as noise signal. Okay, definitely melody signal for one will become the need not become the melodious signal for the other. Okay, so here if you observe, different frequency signals are combined, and then a new signal is formed. So that is accomplished through frequency synthesizer. So this played a vital role in the cultural industry and in cinema industry, and for art and fun. So this played thus a big uh, role in the entertainment industry. I will describe another facets of life where synthesis played a big role. This is a dance form which existed in many cultures. I will describe here the Indian tradition, especially Bharatanatyam. There are many parts in India which have its own art form, Kathak and Kuchipudi and other things. Here I will be describing and showcasing the Bharatanatyam uh, dance form features. So here the Natya Shastra played a key role and brought the dance form into a great form state. So here the Navarasas here, do you know what is meant by Navarasa? Navarasa means Nava means nine, Rasa means emotions. So the emotions of life are depicted clearly by the dancer, and the music is composed along with it, and the dancer performs the specific emotion based on the need, based on the situation. So here, if you observe, there are nine emotions shown here because this is Navarasa, and each one, like here it is Shringara, and second one is Hasya, and this is Raudra, and fourth one is Karuna, fifth one is Bhibhatsya, sixth one is Bhayanaka, seventh one is Veera, eighth one is Adbhuta, and finally the most famous and important uh, emotion is Shanta. This will play, as you know, very pivotal role in our life, because if people put so much effort to attain Shanta, because this one, that means peace, because if this is not there, we will really get into other diseases. So here, as part of the Navarasas, we need to know when to express which emotion, even in our day-to-day life, and to move easily in our life. We will discuss more on the RTL synthesis, which is part of the chip design, which plays a pivotal role not only in semiconductor design. However, it plays a big role in the medical diagnostics and medical instruments and aerospace and in civil engineering and many parts of the engineering, so that and in day-to-day life. So thus this plays a key role in the further ease of life and the further growth in the electronic industry. So if you see here RTL, here the RTL word actually refers to a register transfer level. So here the design is described in terms of data flow between registers and how the logical operations, either in mathematical or part of the data, and the data will move from one register to another. So this is facilitated by the synthesis engine. So this synthesis engine will take not only RTL, but it will take the other elements which are particular to a technology. So the IPs involved in the technology, like standard cells, memories, IOs and analog blocks, and many other types of IPs, they are fed to the synthesis engine. So, and aside to that, technology specific design constraints are also included, and many other minor elements will come. Currently, we will consider only these elements, wherein the elements like RTL design, technology specific data, and IP data are considered as part of the synthesis, and a gate level design is generated. This is the main key of the RTL synthesis. Now, this form gets translated, transformed with some minor variations, and then it will become a new IC that will be sent to the fabrication for further silicon realization. So this step wherein the elements are converted into a new design is called synthesis, and this synthesis is called a logic synthesis. And if you take one round of logic synthesis and then make the floor plan of memories, IOs, and key elements of standard cell, you will get a floor plan. That floor plan, you feed it back to the synthesis. Now it is no longer logic synthesis, now it is called physical synthesis, because now the elements of RTL such as memories, IOs, and analog, all these things, there when their physical locations are specified in the floor plan data, and they um, uh, will be processed along with the RTL design or the earlier elements like RTL design, technology data, and constraints, and IP data, and then it will a new gate level design is created. That gate level design will be much more refined than what was obtained as part of the logical synthesis. That is how now the new uh, part of the design will be created, and that will become the basis for further IC development.